Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Becca Scadden alongside Anthony Caligari.
Good morning, Becca.
Before we get to our local weather, we bring you an update on the deadly wildfires making their way across California. Officials now say that at least 42 people have died in what's being called the Camp Fire, making it the deadliest wildfire in state history. It could take weeks to contain the deadly fires, and more than 6,000 structures have been burned. President Trump has approved an expedited request to declare a major disaster in the state of California. Special needs children requiring physical therapy no longer have to travel far to get proper medical help. The only board-certified pediatrician in Iowa, Fred Klingbeil, is based out of Des Moines. This caused families from all over the state to drive long distances for his care. Now he's making visits to the Child Serve Clinic in Coralville to work with children whose movements have been affected by diseases or injury. He told the Daily Iowan, quote, "I think it's going to be easier for the patients, and I think working closely with the university and helping them coordinate their efforts will benefit everyone," end quote. Yesterday, President Donald Trump questioned Saudi officials regarding the death of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Aboard Air Force One, Trump said he had talked on the phone with both the Saudi crown prince and Turkish president, who would be in talks with more details on the matter in the next day or so. Trump is currently calling the death a plot gone awry. Khashoggi had visited the Saudi Arabian consulate in Istanbul earlier this month. The Saudi Arabian government originally denied the allegations that Khashoggi had died and used a body double to elude that Khashoggi was still alive. Later, officials admitted that Khashoggi was killed after a fight broke out inside the consulate. The University of Iowa Environmental Health and Safety Office appointed Haley Sin as its new permanent director. After receiving a PhD in the UI Biology department, Sin started working in the office in 2005. Since then, she's gone on to become the interim director since February 2017, when former director Carol McGann retired. As the new director, Sin will manage more than 100 safety-related educational programs and hopes to improve workplace safety. We start this morning with the latest in the confirmation of Brett Kavanaugh. Last night, Brett Kavanaugh was sworn into the Supreme Court. Kavanaugh was confirmed over the weekend in a 50-48 vote, a result that sparked much controversy as Kavanaugh was facing allegations of sexual misconduct. At the ceremonial swearing-in, President Trump addressed the crowd, apologizing to Kavanaugh and his family. Trump went on to say that Kavanaugh had been proven innocent under scrutiny. 2 years after Iowa City passed new recycling rules, the road to progress is still slow. In November 2016, Iowa City landlords and property managers were required to provide recycling services for units with 4 or more tenants. Before the rules, half of Iowa City residents were without proper recycling materials and a car to transport their recycling to appropriate centers. According to the city's senior housing inspector, Stan Laverman, multifamily rentals will soon be provided with proper recycling resources. Iowa City and the UI are working hard towards waste reduction treatments, but the change won't happen overnight. On Sunday, Memorial opened in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, dedicated to the passengers and airline crew that were killed on the 4th hijacked plane on September 11th, Flight 93. Named the Tower of Voices, the tower stands 93 feet tall and features a unique wind chime for each of the 40 who died in the crash. This new tower adds to the Memorial Plaza, which was dedicated on the 10th anniversary of the attacks. Well, Jahisha, we've got homecoming this weekend, lots of events going on, and I'm hoping we're still going to have some nice weather.
Yes, please let that sunshine just stay here for a little bit longer, especially for those Hawks to hopefully get that win. Let's toss it over to Dylan to see what he has in store for the weather.
We start off this live broadcast with an Iowa City weather update.
Iowa City hasn't seemed to have quite figured out that it's spring yet, and it's affecting the area more than you might think. Let's toss it over to Junia Kim in the weather studio with more. Well, Anthony, it seems like it has been rainy and dreary in Iowa for weeks now.
You're right, Becca. We don't know what's kind of going on here with the weather, and we hope it kind of gets sorted out soon. We have Kennedy Cook standing by in the weather studio to tell us more.
Light Art Grand Tour USA is a creation by world-famous artist Jerry Hofstetter. The tour will travel to all 50 U.S. states and feature a famous landmark or monument in each state.
Hofstetter and his team have performed light shows at venues such as the Roman Coliseum, the King's Palace in Norway, and now the Old Capitol in Iowa City.
This free event will begin around 8 p.m. Thursday, and if you'd like to learn more from the artist himself, Hofstetter will be hosting a free lecture at 5 p.m. inside the Old Capitol Museum. Yesterday, the athletic company Nike released a compelling new ad featuring former NFL star Colin Kaepernick, who in 2016 first kneeled for the national anthem to bring attention to police brutality in America. Kaepernick faced backlash and has not yet been drafted back into the NFL. For the 30th anniversary of the Just Do It campaign, the ad reads, "Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. #JustDoIt." The ad comes in timely fashion as Kaepernick is currently in a lawsuit against the NFL, alleging owners have worked together to force him out of the league. The popular diet company Weight Watchers is changing its name. Yesterday, the company announced that they'd be ditching their new title for something more simple, WW.
The company is rebranding itself as one that is not only recognizes weight loss, but also overall health and wellness.
The new tagline, Wellness That Works, aims to inspire customers to build healthy habits without necessarily focusing on weight loss.
The University of Iowa's famous wave has traveled all the way to El Paso, Texas.
After seeing the local football team's field below one of the windows at El Paso Children's Hospital, Jesse Tovar got an idea that would brighten all of the patients' lives, including his own daughters.
Tovar and his friend Ed Stansberry got to talking with the Jefferson High School's head football coach, who already loved the UI wave, and his team's own Wave of Love was born in September.
Now, citizens from all over El Paso are coming to the games to get a taste of the Hawkeye spirit and to support the local community. Check out Kinsey Phipp's story in the Daily Iowan for more.
And you know, Becca, it's great to see that the wave is getting attention still across the nation.
Absolutely, Anthony, and I'm so excited that we're going to be back in Kinnick Stadium this weekend to get to see our wave again. Let's toss over to Natalie and Nicole in the sports studio with more. Well, Anthony, it's been 3 days, and I gotta say, I'm still not over that tough loss for Hawkeye football this weekend.
I know, Becca, it was quite a disappointing loss there, but hopefully they can rebound back with their next game this weekend. Let's toss it over to the sports studio, see what they got to say. Guys?
Well, Anthony, Hawkeye football is having a bit of a rough season as we near the end here, but at least now we've got Iowa basketball to cheer on.
You're right, Becca. It never seems like it's slowing down in the world of Hawkeye sports. Let's toss it over to Natalie in the sports studio to tell us more. Natalie?
Well, Anthony, we may have had a bit of a slip in that ranking right there, but I don't think our student section has slipped at all this season.
No, if you guys were at the game on this past Saturday, it was very electric, and we just announced yesterday that two more night games are ahead of us in our schedule, so I think it's going to be a pretty good season so far.
Can't wait. Let's toss it over to Natalie and Alexis for more on our win against State this weekend, guys. With news of another royal baby on its way, the future child of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle is already causing excitement, but for different reasons.
That's right, Becca. With this baby due in the spring, fans can't help but be excited about the modern touch being added to the royal family.
Meghan Markle, who is biracial, was the first woman of race to join the famous family. Now, with the upcoming baby, the royal family will see its first biracial baby in line for the throne.
The baby will also be the first American, well, half American, in line for the throne. The baby will come in 7th in line after Prince William and Kate Middleton's 3 children, George, Charlotte, and Louis.
The children follow in their father's footsteps, who is second in line to the throne after his father, Prince Charles. So, Anthony, what are you thinking? Girl, boy, what's your feeling?
I'm not sure what it's going to be, but I know a lot of people around here at DITV are pretty excited, including our producer, news director, so on, everyone. So that's it. That's all we have for you today on this morning's edition of DITV.
Be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news every day of the week. For DITV, I'm Becca Scadden.
And I'm Anthony Caligari. Have a great day, Iowa City, and happy homecoming week.
Singer and songwriter John Legend broke 2 records over the weekend.
The 39-year-old became the first African-American man to win an EGOT, as well as become one of the youngest recipients of the award.
EGOT stands for the 4 big awards in the entertainment industry: Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. The singer won an Emmy on Sunday night for producing the Best Variety Special winner, Jesus Christ Superstar Live.
Legend currently has 10 Grammys and won an Oscar for his song Glory in the film Selma. His Tony Award was awarded for his role as co-producer of the Broadway production Jitney.
Other notable EGOT recipients include Whoopi Goldberg, Audrey Hepburn, and Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber.
That's awesome. And that's all we have for you on this Tuesday morning edition of DITV News.
Be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news every day of the week.
And if that is enough of the Daily Iowan for you, be sure to check out the print edition of the Daily Iowan on newsstands now.
For DITV, I'm Becca Scadden.
And I'm Anthony Caligari. Have a great day, Iowa City, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. With Halloween right around the corner, almost everyone has a costume ready. And this year, pop culture took over the top 10 Halloween costumes. Here's what Google Frightgeist reports as this year's most popular costumes.
At the top of the list, Fortnite character, Spider-Man, unicorns, dinosaurs, and witches.
And finishing off the list are Harley Quinn, superheroes, pirates, rabbits, and princesses. Now, Becca, I have to ask, what was your favorite Halloween costume growing up?
Well, you know, one year I actually went all in as a Statue of Liberty, green face paint and everything, and I think that was probably my favorite costume.
That's a classic right there.
But thank you for tuning in to this Tuesday morning edition of DITV.
And be sure to head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news.
If that isn't enough of the Daily Iowan for you, you can also check out our print edition of the news on stands now. For DITV, I'm Becca Scadden.
And I'm Anthony Caligari. We'll see you right back here tomorrow, Iowa City. Have a great day.